The biggest poison in us is regret. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Nobody's listening. They may pretend they're listening. The market doesn't care. What you need to do is make one person happy, you. Then you can make everybody else happy. You know why I like making people happy? Because I'm already happy. And understand, are you doing the things that are putting you in a position to succeed? Not just in the business world, but in life. Because it's super important, because boy, when you're happy in life, your fucking business can roll. Yeah, it was hard work, because I'm actually lazy. I talk a good game, but I'm full of shit. Or it might be something else. But one life, my friends, one time. How you make your money is more important than how much you make. Hey, man, it's not over. If you want it so bad, if it's in you, like, maybe it's not time to take up golf or, pack it in. Maybe it's time to actually triple down and really focus on your 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning. It's hard for somebody who's for 30 years gone a certain blueprint to understand that this is that realistic, and they feel like it's a young man's sport, and it's just not. Entrepreneurship is not predicated on taking away from your family. Entrepreneurship is from taking away from everything else. So stop making excuses. Nobody cares if you're 40, 70, 90, alien, female, male, minority. The market will accept your victories if you're good enough to have a victory. And I believe more than ever that if you're a 49-year-old housewife with 2 kids, because of this phone, you've got more opportunities to create something for yourselves. Please, my friends, do not allow just the 18 and 14 and 22-year-olds to grab at this pie that is so available to all of us, regardless of our age. We're gonna live longer. The opportunity is real. The 58-year-old right now that's watching this, you're gonna live another 40 years. 40 years of being able to do something you love is a big deal. Start putting in the work. Start recognizing this isn't just a young person's game. Representing the people that actually put in the work, the gray hairs, that context, that knowledge. Start deploying that. Educate yourself on the new world. Stop making excuses. Start getting educated in the actual world and start opening up the opportunities. In my true opinion, you are actually more likely to be successful in building a company at 45, 50 today than the 18-year-olds that are coming out because there's a naivete, a lack of experience. You have experience. You have experience. Like, that's a real thing. Like, cool. Like, youth and excitement is great. You have actual business experience. There's a plenty amount of talent, and there's a ton of fire and bravado, and there's a confidence. There's a confidence that youth provides. The difference between me and so many of you is I've put in the goddamn work to learn where people's attention now is, and I'm deploying myself through there. Learn the craft. Figure out the opportunity at hand, go attack it. You only live once. When you're 90 to 100 years old and you're regretting that you never built this business and you let this era pass, this moment where there's so much entrepreneurial upside, you'll regret it, and regret is the worst. That it's an excuse. The reason I say the thing that if there's anybody that ever looked like you that made it, then there's no excuse, is because I believe it. We are just so interested in blaming everybody else and excuses because we don't want to take on responsibility. Do you know I think everything is my fault? Like, all of it? Like, I think it's weirdly cloudy outside right now and not nice out. My fault. And everybody tries to do everything else the other way. And let me tell you how good life becomes when you take on responsibility. It gets real good. The leverage is in being accountable of everything. The leverage is exposing your weaknesses. I can't wait for more bad things to happen. I mean it. Because I will talk about them because what, you're so perfect? You. So how do you do it? You have the conversation and you realize that you're doing a disservice to the people you love the most by holding your mouth shut because you're not willing to deal with the short-term conflict. Passive income looks like this. You take money that you can afford to go to zero and you put them in the 2 places that have historically created passive income. Public markets that you don't care if it goes up and down and you just wait to the end, or real estate. And you hope that your real estate area doesn't get crushed. Everything else almost doesn't exist. Passive income doesn't exist, and anything that starts with I don't want to work is already a problem. What you need to do is, I understand I don't want to work in an office or something I'm not passionate about. The best way to make money is to make less money than you're making now, enough to still live, because you gotta live, around something that does interest you because you wake up 8 years later and something good is actually happening. Build something for yourself over 7 years and then transition from the job to your own business. That's passive. If you have empathy, you have everything. It's just so big. It's so big. It makes you incredible at sales. If you care about them more and figure out what's left for you and what to do with it, you will have for the rest of your life. What if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life?
Well, let me get this right. You won the lotto of the universe, which is you are a human being on Earth. And you're not driven, and you're not fired up, and you're not going for it, and you're willing to sit like a lump and just wait till you die. You need to stop giving a shit about what anybody else has and realize that if you put your head down and just work for the next 10 years, no glamour, no new car, suitcase, jewelry, trip, event, no Coachella, no new sneakers, like work, you will have it. And every time you care about one of the things I just mentioned, it will slow down your process of having it. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. This is the time to realize that you have a 5-year window, and it's 3 for some, it's 8 for others, but it's a 5-year window for you to attack the life that you want to win, not because it's the secret or because the world's so zen, because it's hard as shit out there. This is the time to be massively risk oriented. I know that this is when you're supposed to grow up and go see the world, but guess what? The world isn't what mommy and daddy told you. The world is exactly going to be what it's going to be, with or without the way you thought it was going to be. A ton of shit is going to change. The world changes every goddamn day. Just put in work and enjoy that. Enjoy eating shit and dirt and bleeding and the grind, and don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks, why you haven't done it, why are you doing that. Have 4 jobs. Wendy's, Walmart, your side hustle, work, train, learn. So to me, hustle would be putting all your effort into achieving the goal at hand. And for me, that means making every minute count. Every second you spend thinking about what somebody else has is taking away from time that you could create something for yourself. When you are in your early 20s, this is when you can grind at your highest levels, because there isn't all the baggage that comes across from life. It's harder for the 42-year-olds that are watching right now. Look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans. I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. And by the way, you can work at night. This is when you put in the 18 hours a day to make your life that you want happen. Hustle is putting it all on the line. Hustle is waking up one day, the day before you die, and realizing you gave it your all. Whatever you define, it's just, all in. You gotta work. If you want this, work. That's how you get it. I don't know how many more of these videos, how many more fucking quotes, how many more t-shirts was I played on this, or my fucking Instagram post, like, how much more motivation do you need? Like, you live one life, it goes fast. Life goes fast. Just enough. Like, living by somebody else's rules is a humongous mistake. Do something. Don't be scared. My friends, there are a million reasons why not, but there's one great reason why, which is you've just got to persevere. You got to have a dream, but you've got to be practical. So being successful takes several different variables. I think self-awareness is number one. If you don't know yourself and you don't know what you're good at, you've got no shot because you're gonna be spinning your wheels. I think work ethic is at the top. Nobody watching this right now knows anybody that's successful at all that hasn't put in serious amounts of work. Slow and steady wins the race. You're only competing with yourself. My punchline is, what would you do if you could just do it all the time? If you actually spent all your time looking at that versus, I don't have $1 million, I'm not famous, I don't have this. If you spent all your time on what you have versus what you don't have, you would be the happiest on earth. Number one mistake so many people make is they care about what other people have. I don't give a fuck what anybody has. If I have more, if I have less, it doesn't matter. I worry about myself. The fact that you're worrying about other people's accomplishments is already a losing formula. You need to get rid of that first, then you can focus on yourself.